This right here, girl, is an ad. I'm going to need you to get you some of this Just Move Energy supplement so you can have the energy to get your workouts done like I need to get mine done, girl. It is sometimes a struggle and you need a little extra. Plus the protein shakes. I don't have an appetite a lot of the time. Protein shakes really help me after the workout because I do not want to be on the massage table with my stomach growling because that's where I'm going after this, okay? So I get my protein shake done before, boom, I got both of them. I'm ready. Okay, I'm getting old. My knees is a problem. Do you see me warming it up? Do you see me trying to stretch it out? That's 35 pounds. I'm squatting 35 pounds. I'm proud. You can get those gloves and other workout gear from TeamLASHAE.com. The link is down below in the description box, girl. Yes. Girl, I have to give it to myself. You look good, girl. You look good. Juvie. I just had to put him in here because he's cute. I'm on my way to the spa, girl. Piece of serenity. My homegirl does not want to be seen, but she does the best massages. I go to her at least once a week for this muscle situation, girl. And she also gave me this massage cream with CBD in it that really helps with my aches and my pain. So get you some. All of this. Get you some. 15% off with my Relax Me Bondy code. Okay, girl? Get it. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram. And let's get into the video. Right?
Oh my God, hi. Oh my God, hi. How is everyone doing? Hi, what's going on? Okay, so I was having the most trash day. I've been having a trash month. Girl, this year. This past year. Okay, girl. Great things have been happening, honey, but at the same time, it has been stressful, child. Barely would have made it. Never would have made it. I would have lost it all. Sorry, y'all. I have to be funny whenever I want to sing gospel songs. But now I see how you were there for me. I'm stronger. I'm wiser. Better. So much better. Okay. So, no, really, I had to meditate. I'm going to just tell you the truth, child. I had to go and sit in my corner and meditate, child. I had to get my spirit together, Lord. Okay? Every day's a struggle. Every day is like a, you know what I'm saying? Like cue the Biggie song. Dun, dun, dun. Okay? Do you watch R&B Money podcast? No. You look like LaToya Luckett. Thank you. I know. I have a few twins out there ever since they got their hair colored like this and I lost weight. Okay? The only person I look like is Ursula and Taylor Terry. Okay? At the end of the day. And I already had the hair. And when I was looking for the body inspiration, Taylor Terry. Okay? Bald head, whole shit. Okay? So yeah, you know what I mean? But LaToya got hers done after me. Okay? Like, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say y'all. Okay? Do you watch Family Business? I haven't watched it in a minute, so I don't know what's going on. But I do love me some LaToya Luckett, just so we're clear. Like, I follow her Instagram, so I know what she looks like. And I'm often like, oh, look at my twin. And Taylor Terry, I'm always like, look at my twin. Okay, bitch. Hey, oh, shit. Okay. Can't wait for the panel. Now that we're grown tonight, is you blood or cuz? Cuz what? Cuz what? Thank you for the super chat, Ash. I'm so happy that you're excited for it. It was fun. First of all, me and the girls got on the line like we always do. So we was like basically talking for like 30 minutes before we even started into the review. But it was a really good episode for us and for now that we're grown. I was very happy that they wanted to do it. And And y'all had asked for the wood. It was a lot of people asking for the wood, okay? Which is why I was like, why not hit up my trio? You know what I'm saying? To discuss this trio. You see what I'm saying? All right. I had to edit it today, so I'm using the same wordage. But it comes on tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time. It'll be here. Okay. I've already put up a little, reminder, a little upcoming, okay, for you guys. So y'all get ready for that. All right. Hold up. Let me check on that while we talking about it. Because the way YouTube been playing, okay, no, all right, it looks good, which I expected it to look good, but it's going to premiere tonight, you guys, so look for it. All right, so I feel like I know enough about what happened on House of Vicious last night for us to just get that straight off the gate since I'm here and I do have the notes, okay? And then we're gonna get into some other shit. Like, I'm really excited to talk about King. I really want to talk about King because I feel like it brings about a very important conversation. What happens when having a father in the household does nothing? Conversations, okay? We're gonna have them. But first, I want to get into House of Vicious because, girl, if you're not watching House of Vicious on BET, you're missing out. It's really good, you guys. It's giving, like, it to me, it's like black soap opera. When somebody mentioned family business, House of Vicious is like one of those. This is really good acting for Tammy as well. Like, Tammy is really digging deep. You can tell she hanging out with SEDURE and Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Some real good acting going on here. So I'm gonna just run through it real quick since we here together, and then we'll get into the rest of the shit. Okay. All right then. So last episode on House of Vicious, Kane and Chantel got text messages that somebody died and we didn't know what was going on. Okay. And come to find out, it's the prostitute, the trans prostitute that Kane got caught in a car with last episode. Oh, that young lady is dead. Okay. So Jalen, y'all know Jalen is played by Erica Peoples. Okay. She is the publicist and Erica is literally on everything on BET Plus, Amazon, anything black, all black, all of the stuff that the black people are on. She's on it. Okay. So the police show up. Apparently, they just want to talk. And Jalen is the by proxy, okay? Like, she's the one that they're going to have conversations with. And they ask about Thomas Green / Ivy Green, which let us know that Miss Ivy, the prostitute, was a trans girl, formerly known as Thomas, okay? So Tammy is like, not only are you cheating on me again with prostitutes, but the men's prostitute? Like that was the commentary on the show, y'all. Okay. So as a little girl, we see Chantel crying. All right. And we can basically say at this point that Chantel was mentally and emotionally abused as a child. We can just go ahead and throw that on out there. Okay. So yeah, she's crying about something and her mom comes into the room and she wipes her tears and she tells her, oh, this is the last time I'm going to wipe pity from your face. It's like, what kind of shit is this? But I'm going to tell you, my mama was never this cruel, but you would absolutely get a snap the hell out of it. I'm sorry. It's not that easy to snap out of depression, girl. It's not. I know you don't know. I know, but it's hard to snap out of it, but she'll tell you that snap out of it. Do we think it's that simple? I'm sorry. Anyway, that wasn't good enough for Chantel. Chantel screams and her mom says, all right, stand up. So it must have been about a little boy. We ain't know this. I'm going to just tell you the truth. All men cheat. That's what they do. But you can't lose to no other bitch. So you have to fight these bitches. And I was just kind of like, oh, wow. Way to give our kids terrible advice. Okay. Way to give our kids terrible advice. This lady is basically responsible. These are the women responsible for all of the I want to fight the side chick, not the man women. Because he's just going to be a man, which infantilizes men. Okay, now he's a baby. Now he's a child who is not in control of himself. And this Jezebel has put her on, your dude, and now he done been took. Okay, now he can lead a household. He can take care of a whole family. He can become master of the damn universe. Okay, but he can't seem to fight off the vagina. I just feel like it's stupid. I just feel like that whole conversation. I was so upset listening to that lady tell her daughter that. Like, the fact that you actually were told that you should be trying to fight these bitches because a man gonna cheat. Girl, I was so y'all, Milan. Y'all know Milan is the guy on the show here, right here. He does all of the drawing and shit, okay? Milan tries to holler at Avery. Okay, so he was trying to holler at her, but then Ivy came in crying. Ivy's on the other side of Avery, y'all. Apparently, Ivy didn't have her little feelings. Her Ivy is a trans girl as well. Yes, this is on BET. Comes on Wednesday nights. Ivy is a little trans girl too. Okay, her little feelings was hurt because some little dude then made her think that he was going to accept her and. No, basically, you a secret, okay? You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it, okay? That's what it's giving, okay? And Milan basically tells her she has to be enough for herself, and they don't have time for this because they got to make money. So you want me and the homies to slide and do what we gotta do because I got scissors because I cut fabric and I cut niggas. And I was just like, oh, okay, we're going here. We're going here. All right. Skittle, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for doing the wood. No more tears on egg. Oh, who was crying on egg? Thank you. Or is that your what? I don't know. I don't know what happened at the end of there. All right. So Kane shows up for a meeting with some clear people, inebriated. The very Karen that he hired, her name is Karen, but we're going to refer to her as a Karen as well. The very Karen that he hired himself is sitting at the end of the table alongside some, I guess, board trustees that need him to get a handle on himself. But he's drunk. This is not helping. Where is Chantel? That's what my question was. Who's allowing him to go into this meeting ass drunk? Oh, that was your Instagram. Okay, that's what I thought. No more tears on Instagram. Gotcha. That's what I thought you were saying. I was just confused a little bit. Okay. But yeah, Kane, what's going on, dear? Why are we walking into the meeting with some clear folk and one black guy all drunk and discombobulated and cursing folks out and talking crazy and leaning all on the desk? It was just ridiculous, whatever the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? Do you not see this right here? Like, where y'all be at? You know what I'm saying? I get it. Okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be moving on in a second. Okay. So yeah, Kane. The people told Kane that he and Chantel needs to be replaced as the face of the fashion, house, because they got too much shit going on, which is true. Chantel is outside on a trail, I guess, just thinking about how she done lost all these babies. And there's a woman holding her baby, and the lady dropped the baby little napkin thing, and she picked the napkin up, and she, it's so nice. Tammy's actual kids are all over the show. So her daughter Lyric is playing this assistant, but the assistant is weird. Her name is Tia, okay? And she tries to, I guess, have some type of personal moment with Chantel, and Chantel tell her to get her ass out of her face and go back to work. And so Tia go back to the office and call TMZ on Chantel. It be your own people getting a check. This one. Thank you so much, Shanae, for the super chat. I appreciate y'all. Okay, what else happened, child? Chantel thinks that Tia is doing it for clout because she ain't do shit to this little girl. So what? But you know what though? I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm wondering what's going on here. Something going on with Tia. I don't know. But something going on here. I don't know. I got the inkling. Like, did you give up a child along the way? Or maybe Kane. I don't know. Just feel like something. We're going to figure out what the hell is going on with Tia at some point. But she weird as fuck. Her glasses make me not trust her. Anyway, so Kane is saying fake words while being interrogated by the police, irregardless. Other word, what he said, conversate. Oh, okay. BET. Chantel had to tell him to let his lawyer speak for him because he doesn't know how to speak for himself. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, okay. So, where was I? Yes, he's being interrogated, and Chantel is sitting behind him, telling him to shut up and stop saying words that don't make sense. Okay. The lawyer is there, but he's not doing anything. Then they start asking Kane about these girls. Apparently, there are 2 women that are missing in connection to Kane. So now it's starting to seem like, is Kane some type of serial killer? Because that's what it sounded like they were saying. And he was like, are you calling me some type of serial killer? I should knock your teeth down your throat. I'm like, yeah, that's not helping. That's not helping. Chantel is shocked. She ain't never heard about none of this shit. And now she finds out that Raven is involved as well. Y'all know Raven is her hairstylist / lesbian lover who somehow has something to do with Kane and his foolishness and these prostitutes. It's some type of connection to the prostitutes. I don't know what's going on there. Okay? But either way, child, what did he say? Kane says if they don't have shit, fuck the police officer and fuck them dead. And I was like, not fuck them dead. Yo, how he gonna say them dead? That was stuck to me. How you gonna say them dead? I was just like, oh wow, not them dead bitches. Man, it's terrible. Y'all really do think like Kane's still doing illegal shit. He was supposed to have cleaned it up, but I feel like he's still doing illegal shit. And I don't know. Like, y'all know it's only episode 3. So we really trying to figure shit out, okay? Chantel, after finding all of this out, is distraught and goes home and undresses and sits in front of the mirror and, talks to her mom again. She does this thing in every episode where she sits in the mirror and talks to herself. A lot of the time she's high off cocaine. Maybe she's drunk. Who knows, okay? But her mama told her to keep fighting, but she doesn't know what she's fighting for. And y'all, the reason why Tammy's like monologue during this moment was so good, because that's the thing. What's the prize? That's the conversation we're constantly having about fighting for men and having a cape on. What do we have a cape on for? What's the prize in the situation when the dude you with dogging you the fuck out? And you making all of these, like it's crazy the way women are expected to like let so much shit slide all the time. And it's like, for what? To what end? At what point is it enough? Okay. She says she's tired of being the reenactment of her mama's damn pain. And she opens her drawer and there was some cocaine and there was a joint. And she picked the joint. Okay. And she says, you know what she gonna do from now on? She said, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, child, when I tell y'all, that's what I'm talking about in therapy right now. Oh, Lord. So Kane comes home and begs for forgiveness. I love you, baby. It's always going to be me and you. I ain't never going to leave. And he said that so many times. I'm starting to feel like it's not to make her feel better. It's so that she knows that he's not going anywhere because this is his money and his business too, and he's not going to let it go. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like, girl. It feels dangerous, okay? And that's what it was. Hey, how are you? It wasn't coming on the screen. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. So he does all of these, I'm sorry, I love yous. And she tells him, she said, Kane, if you don't get away from me, I'm going to karate kick you in the chest. Okay? And he keeps on going. And she says, because he was talking about how, when I was growing up and my mama was on drugs and my daddy wasn't really around. And you know how niggas are. Once they can't get you with the I'm sorry, then they're going to try to like pull from their childhood to invoke your sympathy, to make you feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do that to you. And you always going to have to be making up for their fucking childhood. Okay? When ain't nobody doing nothing to make up for yours, because he throw your shit in your face whenever he get a chance. All right? But anyway, she says, at this moment, do you think I give a about your crackhead mama or your milk carton daddy? Do it look like I give a about that right now? Okay? I thought that was fucked up. Say, men ain't shit, and that's too kind for like you. Child, this monologue, whoever's writing this shit. Yeah, y'all, it's on regular BET, okay? Regular 22 in New Orleans, okay? He says, but I love you. She says, you don't love me. You don't even love your damn self. I said, y'all better take some of these lines from these movies, okay? He's still trying to lie about it. And he ignores her when she tells him to get out. She like, get out. I want you to get the out. She asking the nigga to get out. Y'all know how they be. They never want to leave when you tell them to get out. So she said, okay, I got you. She go and start grabbing his stuff, and he tried to block her, and then she got like one of them things he cut his head with and put it up against his neck, one of them, them shiv knives, them knives that you shave with. Child, that shit looked sharp. It was gold too. It was nice. But either way, she about to cut him. So he backed up off her. And then she proceeded to throw his shit out the window when he sat his ass down and acted like he wasn't going to get up and leave. So that's kind of where the episode went off. It's very, very tumultuous over there on House of Vicious. It's good though, meaning like it's not Tyler Perry. I said this last time because see, Tyler Perry and them have a tendency to repeat their dialogue over and over and over again. And it is quite annoying, you guys. At least to me it is, okay? So at least with this show, I feel like it's some good shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's some really good shit going on this show. The acting, Tammy's really good. The other people on the show are good too. Some things I'm still like, but the writing is better. Dialogue is better. Production is good. Check it out. Check out House of Vicious on BET. I'm going to be reviewing it for the whole season. I'm going to be reviewing it for the whole season. And I'm doing it as a part of my BondyBlue show because I don't want to, look, I ain't even talking about it for that long. So I don't want to, make it its own thing. But maybe if I start doing scripted again, I'll add it to the other scripted TV shows. Because I think All American is about to come back soon. And y'all know how a lot of y'all don't watch All American, but it's like literally one of my favorite scripted shows on TV. Girl. Do y'all know? I hate when you don't know this, okay? I've just seen people from All American in old shit that I've never seen, like never recognized or remember that they were in, okay? For instance, when we reviewed Baby Boy, I told y'all that I saw Preach in the background when P got baptized at the end of the movie. And then I've been watching Pretty Little Liars on HBO Max from the beginning. And I forgot that old girl brother was Asher. I was like, I forgot that. Secret, can you keep it? I'm going to stop. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. But yeah, y'all check out House of Vicious, BET, Wednesday nights. It is good. And I be looking for good scripted shows. Honestly, it's so funny that they hit me up to review it because I was already watching it. Like I already had it set to record because when I saw the preview after I was watching something and I saw a preview, I was like, well, that look good. And it's so close to Tammy's life, like what she wanted to be a model, having a lot of miscarriages and stuff like that. Like, I just kind of feel like there were a lot of things about the character that are very much like Tammy's life up for her child. I'm not doing 911 again. I know, but I'm not doing it anymore. I can't. I'll do All American. But I'm not doing 911. I'm not doing Queen Sugar. Child, I have not even watched Queen Sugar because they make me sad too much. I ain't got time for that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the things. Okay. So first of all, let's start. Where should we start? Let's start here because this happened in New Orleans. Let's get into, was it New Orleans? I don't think this was New Orleans. No, the last one was New Orleans. This one with the girl cursing and stuff. This was with Louisville, Kentucky. All right, let's go ahead and get into the story.
After a fight between two kids at the school, and what it became was chaos.
I mean that. I go for everybody over here. Touch my door again. I'm gonna flip this whole bus.
The letter says two people boarded the bus and threatened the students. When the bus driver got them off, they got in a car and followed the bus. And students say they saw those people display a gun. The bus drove back to Carter, where the incident on the bus happened after a fight between two kids at the school. And what it became was chaos.
I mean that. I go for everybody over here. Touch my door again. I'm gonna flip this whole bus.
The letter says two people boarded.
All right. And then here.
I wanted to clear up everything that was said and apologize to everybody that I offended, all the kids and parents. I want to apologize to JCPS. I want to apologize to the school bus driver also, because at the end of the day, I did act out of character. So I do take responsibility for that in my actions. My child was being bullied since last year. School been notified, parent been notified. Nobody's done nothing about it. Beginning of the school year, 3 days in, my child's getting bullied again.
This year?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting bullied again by the same person. Try to handle it with the school again and the parent. Nobody does nothing. Then next thing you know, my daughter, she gets jumped on the school bus and end up with a knot on her head. That was the last straw. I could have said different things, but I let my emotions, I wanted to clear up everything that was said and apologize. Frustration and anger get the best of me. And I'm pretty sure with anybody with kids, they
put way too much makeup on this man.
They would too. So I just want to let that be known that the only reason any of this transpired is due to bullying. Yeah. And people don't talk to their kids about bullying. And when you done reached out and keep trying to mediate something and nobody's doing nothing, what else are you left to do? Frustration and anger get the best of me.
That's all. You should have touched me yesterday.
I didn't touch her.
I'm gonna flip this whole bus. Everybody over. I mean that. I go for everybody over here. Touch my daughter again. I'm gonna flip this whole bus. I'm not playing. You don't let nobody touch my kids, bro. I'm not playing, bro. All that bully shit. All that big bully y'all got going on. I'm not playing. You might get your mom, your daddy, your uncle, and whoever. Let me say what I'm saying. My kids that put their hands on me. You didn't give fuck these hands. I didn't know that's what happened, man. Fuck you.
Okay, I'm gonna end it at there. All right. So here's my thing. I do understand his frustration because I say all the time, that's one of the reasons why, like, I'm kind of low-key happy I don't have children, because I would probably be down to the school on some ignorant shit. And I wouldn't give up about everybody else's kids crying. I wouldn't, honestly. If my kid gets jumped by anybody, and I've tried through the right discourse, but see, I also feel like I'm just gonna pick your parent up. I'm not about to show up to the bus and be screaming and hollering at no little 5-year-olds. That was terrible to me. Like, those little girls crying. Now listen, everybody chill out, because who was the bully? Because, you know, you could have been crying hard like that because it was you. I'm just saying, because everybody all tough and shit until somebody daddy get on the bus and start screaming. Now everybody won't cry and stuff. Okay. I know it's wrong, Nola. I know it's wrong to threaten the kids. I know. But I also understand how he feel if his little girl got jumped. And you know what I'm saying? But I also feel like I would have probably took it up with the parents. And I feel like that's what he should have done. He was wrong. But I swear I understood his anger in that because he was like, no, bro, y'all gonna be touching my kids. I don't give a like I really do get the feeling. That's what I didn't, and that's what I didn't hear. This little thing right here. That's what because I first commented, I didn't even want to hear it because I didn't want to hear him screaming at them children. That's the first time I actually listened to it, y'all. To be honest with you, that's the first time I listened to it. But calling little kids the B word, that was my problem. I was like, no, you're not gonna do that because that's too much for me. At the end of the day, you're a grown man and you need to be able to control yourself. And those are children. And yes, it's unfortunate and it's not fair and it does need to be handled, but it doesn't need to be handled in a way that you are talking to a 6-7-year-old child like they're an adult. No, that's not okay at all. And so if her daddy showed up, whoever you was talking to showed up and wanted all of that action, then that's what it would have had to be. But that's what it should have been from the beginning. If I didn't already told you to get your child together and tell your child to stop bullying me, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't already did this, I'm coming for the parents. I'm not about to argue with a child, especially not no, middle school age child. That's crazy. It's not no teenagers. That's not no little grown up. That's not that. So yeah, but it did remind me of Beyond Scared Straight. It did. Yeah, I'm definitely on some call your mama shit. I'm definitely on some call your mother right now shit. Matter of fact, I'm at the school before it. When I tell you, and this is how a lot of y'all, because y'all don't be down to that school all the time. Y'all only want to come down to the school when something's wrong. But see, my people was down there to that school for everything. Okay? Like the presence needs to be known that they got people for this little child. Okay? Like I'm telling y'all, half the battle with me was people seeing my daddy and catching the energy that my daddy had about us. That was half the battle for us. Half the battle was everybody knowing Jerome whooped everybody. Like, and probably get away with it. Like, Jerome whooped everybody about his kid. Don't make me come down here about you. Okay? Listen, Sassy Brown, thank you for the super chat. I did the same thing when my son was small, like Tyler Perry. Listen, I get it, y'all. That's why I said, y'all, I'm so glad because I'd be so ignorant. Because it's so like triggering for somebody to fuck with your child, especially another child, because you feel so upset because there's not nothing you can do about that. You can't touch no other little kids. You could curse, but you can't touch no other little kids. So sometimes the screaming and howling is meant to like scare somebody. But essentially, no, you can't act like that. Because what that shows to me is as a man, you don't know how to control yourself. So how are you going to teach your children how to control themselves if you don't know how to handle your shit correctly? Okay? You can't be ruled by your emotions all the time either. But see, whenever it's about your kids or your spouse, your mama or your food, let Candy tell it, people are allowed to act a plum ass fool. You know? And it's just, no, we can't go around doing shit like that. Because like some of y'all are saying in the comments, what if his daughter was the bully? So I get it, y'all. I get it. And I definitely, pray for way more patience before I have to deal with things like that. Because I just feel like, a lot of people feel very protective of their children, But also do us all a favor, everybody. Make sure you're not bullying your kids. So when they get to school, they're not bullying everybody else. Because half the time, that's what be going on. So when he got on that bus screaming and hollering, I was like, nigga, you may be the bully. You may be the bully and don't nobody know. Okay? Okay? Exactly. My mom always at the school. People knew my parent wasn't going to play about the kid. Yes. When people and parents be showing up for all of the little, whatever get together shop. My pa, we having the 12 tables. We got different countries and everybody going to cook something. Oh, yeah. Jerome said he cooking pie. Yeah. We in, okay? Succotash. What they say? As a teacher, 95% of bullying happens on a bus and there's never enough documentation. It's a mess. And see, that would probably have me feeling like, okay, then you don't need to ride the bus. That was another thing. I didn't ride the bus. I didn't ride the bus growing up. Like, no, I didn't start riding the bus until high school. And in New Orleans, you ride a public school. I mean, you ride a public bus to school and from school. Like, we used to get on the train and get on the bus, the city bus. You know what I'm saying? Get on the RTA. Okay. We didn't just, we didn't have yellow school buses picking us up and dropping us off at the schools that I went to. And that was because I went to private schools. I went to Catholic schools. And then when I went to public schools, we was, the school was on Canal Street. So it was like, nah, they can catch the trolley. Ain't nobody about to be doing all that. I think eventually they started doing the buses, or they did have the buses, but I did not do that. Like, no, my people was like, either we gonna come get you, you can catch the train because you want to, because your little friends down there on Canal Street. Okay. But yeah, no, like we wasn't getting on no damn bus. My first fight was on the bus. That was the first year I ever rode the bus too. Sad. I've been bullied, but I think we've all been bullied in one respect or another. You know what I'm saying? For me, I didn't get bullied in school because I got bullied at home. You know what I'm saying? I got bullied by my family members in a way. I got, bullied by siblings and cousins and shit. So I wasn't the type of person that was going to be bullied by anybody at school. If I was going to have to fight and get beat up, I was going to have to fight and get beat up, but you wasn't going to bully me. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Problematic men on social media continues. Let's go.
Love young women.
Slayer.
Between 21 and 25.
21.
Why are there women and men in the room laughing as if the shit is so funny that he loves to be with young girls who he can manipulate?
21 and
20. You're 33.
I'm 33 years old. It's been the best fucking experience.
I think I know why.
The best experience. Like, these women typically very malleable, right? Very cooperative, extremely cooperative, right?
Kevin Samuels Jr.
Exciting. Listen.
For sure.
No, let me tell you, because I'm just being very honest about my experience. Like, they don't have many negative experiences. So they do truly give you grace. I fucking love.
Okay. So I want to say this. This is very obvious to me, but I have been talking to you guys for a while, Brian, about men who like to get with girls when they are young so that they can groom them, because these men are not impressive to women their age. At 33, compared to a woman who's 33, you're probably teetering on a bump, even if you're not. You want to be able to be with someone who you can mentally control and manipulate easily. Women in their 30s have been through things. They've experienced life. They know the bullshit when they see it. They've heard it all before, okay? That's why that was such a big hit, because it resonated. Heard it all before. All of your sweet talk, baby this, baby that, but your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Like, yeah, that's what it's about. And essentially, there are a whole bunch of lame ass men out there that, and it's probably a small percentage of women, but it is mostly men who have adopted the idea ever since Mr. laid on top of Celie and did his business, that being with younger women is better. Not only because those women appear younger, because we all know with Black women that doesn't matter. Like, Black women will look like they're in their 20s when they're in their 30s. Okay, I'm 34. Just for reference point. So yeah, like for us, it's not necessarily a thing of looks as it may be for other ethnicities of women. But for us, it's about the fact that by the time we get to a certain age, you niggas have already over us so much that we know it when we see it. And that's what you are so excited to get about the things that were disgraceful that they would do. But y'all get online with these motherfucking microphones and say the most disgraceful things with a smile on your face. It's much like the rappers talking about the illegal things they've done verbatim in rap songs, acting like they're not going to get caught up. It's almost like that. Like, you know, we can see you, right? You know, we can see you. You know, we can hear the words that are coming out of your mouth, and now you're letting everybody know how weak you are. And how, as a 33-year-old man, you probably haven't accomplished much in your life because you find it so victorious to be powerful over young girls. You're a predator. And when someone says it, you're going to get offended. But you don't understand that this mindset is predatory. Understand how we're normally having these conversations about the way men relate to women in a predatory manner. So when I have conversations with y'all about what women need, ask for, want out of men, and everybody tries to act like, oh, men and women are the same. Everybody just needs to respect each other. Yeah, that's simple. That's a very simple way of looking at a patriarchal system that teaches men and boys these types of detrimental, harmful things in a society with the women that have to live and procreate with them. But yes, it's all just about let's respect each other. Somebody made a comment towards me today about that fucking Dr. Damon situation on Married to Medicine that just really annoyed my spirit, you know? And maybe that was their intention. But ultimately, it's just so weird to me when we have these conversations based off of the shit that's happening. And y'all still be like, you know, well, you're being a hypocrite because you're always talking about how women are better than men and all this bullshit. Like, what you want me to act? What you want me to say? Like, and then we have, this is the stuff we're talking about almost every day. This type of crazy, outlandish, ignorant shit being perpetuated amongst men. But I have to act like men and women are equal in this world, right? I have to act like they're not less accountable in this system, right? I have to act like y'all don't allow them to get away with controlling, belittling, and diminishing the women that they say they love all the time under the guise of what makes men comfortable, what makes men feel good, being very male-centered. And I speak out against that because I feel like it's detrimental to everybody. It's detrimental to everybody, the men included. You are never going to grow beyond this point if at 33, this is where your mind is. You'll still be this same dumbass dude at 50-something years old. A lot of y'all are regressed. A lot of y'all keep the same mindsets your entire lives. And when people are growing and changing, you're acting like they're doing the wrong thing. It's crazy. Courtney Fulton, thank you for the super chat. It's sad and scary that men like this, Irvin Martell, can have a platform to openly talk about abuse and terrorize women. And even sadder that no one is doing anything about it. Thank you for the super chat, love. And then when people say something about it, it's always the women, more than anybody else, that want to argue about it. Child. Yeah, he definitely needs to go get those teeth fixed. That's what he needs the grace about, not having a dental plan. Okay. All right, y'all. Moving on. What else do I want to talk about? I'm tired of talking about Krishan and Blueface, so we can just go ahead and skip right over that. Usher.
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I've been working to the point where I do own that. And I do deserve that. And I ain't going to ask for it no more. You're going to give it because I didn't work for it.
While on Radio Andy's Bevelations with host Bevy Smith, Usher confessed that, yeah.
Okay, I don't need that commentary from you. I got it. I heard what he said. Hold up.
Was given a gift that came from God, man. A gift that came from God that says, hey, don't you ever forget. Because I don't.
Not only is Usher thanking God, he's also tilting his crown to those who came before.
When you hear I'm standing on the shoulders of all of the icons of our time. It is Michael that I stand on the shoulders of. It is James Brown that I stand on the shoulders of. It is Ronald Isley I stand on the shoulders of. It is Luther Vandross. It is Barry White. It is Teddy Pendergrass. It is all of these incredible artists like Marvin Gaye that will never be forgotten as long as there's a breath in my body to breathe. Whatever you want to call it.
All right. So let's talk about that. Usher, baby, I agree. I don't think you need to do a versus if you don't want to. I don't. And I also think that he can definitely take that King of R&B crown for sure. I don't think there's anybody out of jail or alive that can compete when it comes to the longevity of his career. And I do believe that he is a better singer than Chris Brown, even though Chris Brown is a great singer. Like, surprisingly enough, Chris Brown is a good singer and even better dancer. But Usher is a good dancer and an amazing artist and a great singer and has reinvented himself many times, okay? And just had a little herpes flare up. Nothing else, you know? Nothing that bad, you know what I'm saying? So ultimately, I feel like, yeah, we can definitely give it to Usher now that Robert's in jail. Yeah, we can do that for sure. But see, if Robert hadn't been an asshole, man, if Robert hadn't been the pervy McPerfster that he is, that R. Kelly versus Usher would have been a bomb ass verse. Because I'd have been like, battle it out to the death, niggas. Okay, like battle it to the death. Okay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Usher. He's entitled to feel that way. Honestly, y'all know I don't like Usher like that. Like, I don't like him in a way that he's never been like, oh, I want to fuck him. Like, it's never felt like that for me. But when he said, yeah, I own that. I take that. I was like, okay, Usher, say it. Say it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good for him. All right, moving on. Let's see. Masika sues Hazel E and Zeus Network over sexual battery and fraud claims. $1.6 million. Let me read this. It looks like Masika and Hazel E's drama is far from over. According to TMZ, Masika is taking Hazel and Zeus Network to court. Masika claims she was attacked during the sit-down conversation. Per the report, the incident went down in August 2020 when Masika agreed to sit down with Hazel E to hash out rumors Hazel allegedly spread about her. If you can recall, Masika, who came to the conversation with a wig, became wigless at some point. Hazel took credit for the snatching. Masika's attorney demanded Zeus not air or edit any footage of the assault. But the footage came out anyway. Masika is suing for battery, fraud, and won $6 million in damages. She won't win. Seems like a waste of time. I'm bored already. All right, y'all, moving on. Chris Rock. Okay, Twitter turns on Chris Rock for Nicole Brown Simpson comparison. Oh, wow, we're upset at him? We're not feeling like his slap was one of the most detrimental, traumatic things we have, as Black people have ever been through? Because that's how y'all were acting. Y'all were acting a dog-ass fool when this happened originally, with the whole Will Smith situation. But Chris Rock says he turned down hosting the Oscars next year, saying going back to the awards ceremony would be like asking Nicole Brown Simpson to go back to the restaurant where she left her eyeglasses before being unalived. When I first saw that, I was like, that's not a good comparison. I was like, why are you comparing yourself to somebody that was like brutally murdered? Like, why are you doing that? And that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I told y'all that on some level, Chris Rock probably deserved a slap. Like, I told y'all that. I told y'all that, first of all, it wasn't that deep. Second of all, I told y'all that he be saying shit all the time that's crass. It ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's up for discussion. Like, he's Chris Rock. Of course, he's funny. Like, I ain't gonna do him like I did Aries Spears. But essentially, you often give this like sellout, anger towards Black women, low-key, passive-aggressive bullshit. I'd rather be around white people most of the time type of vibe. Like, I may be wrong, but that's what you give off, okay? But you said a joke about a white lady and now everybody losing their shit. I love how Chris things to prove how that slap was warranted. Will Smith wasn't wrong at all. So you white women who ran to Chris Rock's defense after Will slapped the shit out of him for insulting and offending Jada, still on Chris Rock's side? I know you didn't care about Jada's feelings because she's a black woman, but will you say it was only a joke now that he's offended Nicole's family? Oh, that's a good one. And that looks like a real light or a white lady, girl. That was a good point. We bet not see anyone traumatized, upset, shaken, disturbed, outraged, etc. over Chris Rock's statement involving Nicole Brown Simpson. It's just jokes, remember? White folk gotta be so mad right now. Y'all caped for this type of humor. Y'all put that Superman cape on to save little Chris Rock from big bad Will Smith. I bet a couple of y'all want to slap him now. A Nicole Simpson joke? Keep Will's name out y'all fucking mouths. Now, do y'all see why Chris Rock deserves to be slapped? Like, this is hilarious. Wonder what the Academy got to say now. Nothing. They'll say nothing. Nothing. Chris Rock is gross. And so many people knew this way before the slap happened. But this joke also doesn't make any sense because Nicole wasn't at the restaurant. Exactly. And you were slapped at the award show. I'm so confused. Nicole Simpson jokes were never funny. And when I watched the series and read reports that she was stabbed so badly that parts of her body almost came off, her family can see that BS Chris Rock said. We'll need to wind his wrist up again. Yeah, I don't support violence, but after seeing Chris Rock comparing himself to Nicole Simpson, who was brutally by her psycho ex-husband, he can really go himself. Also saw him justifying what OJ did to her in stand-up. Zero sympathy for that dumbass. This is what I'm talking about, somebody that hates women on some level. Chris Rock, what's your relationship like with your mom? Chris Rock saying this type of ignorant shit just makes me realize why I understand Will Smith had to do what he had to do. And I told y'all that. The only thing is that I wish that Will would have done it at the after party as to not to disturb Questlove and all the other people who were getting their awards that mattered that day, but we didn't hear about it as much because we was talking about this stupid shit. So essentially, yes, Will still was wrong. That still should not have happened, but it does not mean that Chris didn't deserve to get smacked. Okay? All right? I know. How does his mom feel now? How does his mom and his brother feel now? Are y'all still good over there? I'm sure you guys are. Let's get into Tyrese.
Right now, it looks up to both of you. Mr. Gibson, man, I'm talking to you. This is real. Okay? I'm talking about your kid. You're wandering off into space, man. I want you both to love your kid, and I want you both to tell your kid to love the other parent. Because that's how we get successful human beings who then, when they go out into relationships, they learn that relationships, even when they don't work, don't have to be dumpster fires. Okay? And I'm not saying this one is. Both your lawyers were very complimentary, but both of you, they got on you. Your lawyer got on her, he got on you. They're doing their jobs. And I want you guys to do your jobs going forward and raise a bright, intelligent young who right now.
Tyrese.
Tender Petitioner's Exhibit
Y'all can't
57. Mr. Gibson's 2018 tax return.
Objection, Ron.
If I recall your testimony correctly, Mr. Gibson, you said 2018 you were financially in, quote, shambles. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So in 2018, when you were financially in shambles, do you know how much you made that year?
I don't.
Well, according to your tax return, you made $2.221 million. Page 32. Do you want to check my math?
Sir, I'm asking you because I don't do the CFO thing. Here's a question to you, smart person.
No, hey, that's enough. You go sit down, we're taking a break, lawyer's back now. If you do it again, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. You don't ask any questions. That's not how this works.
Okay. So the first part, some of you were saying that you could not hear that. I don't know why y'all couldn't hear it because it was playing. So I'm gonna play it again.
Right now, it looks up to both of you. Mr. Gibson, man.
Y'all can't hear that?
This is real. Okay? I'm talking about your kid. You wandering off into space, man. I want you both to love your kid, and I want you both to.
Y'all can hear that, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't hear it. It's low.
Get successful human beings who then one day.
Okay, well the audio is low because I can't control the audio on Instagram. So there's that. Yeah, I can hear it the first time. Okay, so some of y'all couldn't and some of y'all could. Either way, go watch it on social media if you couldn't hear it there. But the judge was basically telling him in a very calm tone, I know I can't control the audio. I know it's low. I was hoping y'all would still be able to hear it because I can hear it. But either way, yeah, you get the gist. I feel two ways. First of all, I do feel like judges have power trips. I absolutely do. But I did hear Tyrese say, well, let me ask you a question, smart guy. I heard that. And you already been tap dancing on that judge's nerves, and we can tell. So I'm not even going to go off on the judge like that because I feel like essentially you probably been aggravating the shit out of that judge this entire case, okay? Because Tyrese will aggravate the shit out of you, okay? When he said that shit about, well, let me ask you this, tough guy, just because he said it low doesn't mean he didn't say anything. So when the judge said, no, we're not doing this, I do feel like the judge was a little bit too upset. Like it's very like problematic to me the way judges tend to act so passionately in these cases because I feel like you need to fucking relax. You need to relax so that you can be impartial and not let your emotions, take control of this situation right now. But yes, you don't play around in courtrooms and you don't come in there with this attitude that you being Tyrese Gibson matters because it doesn't. Not there. So I don't like the judge because I feel like the judge is probably very biased. But I also feel like Tyrese probably didn't make it any better. And I also don't like all of that soft talking. I want you to care about your kid. Nigga, I don't need you to tell me to care about my kid. Do this number shit so I can get the fuck out of here. I don't need you to tell me I need to love my kid. Nigga, you don't know me. And especially between the race, like black people do not want to hear from white people how to take care of their children. It is what it is. Because essentially, black people view themselves in a child-like role in this society with the way white people have treated us. You guys took ownership of us like we were children, and then you treated us badly, and then you continue to dog us out in this society. So nobody wants to fucking hear from you about how we should take care of our children and how we should be loving our children. Because a lot of us feel like you don't even have the capacity to tell me about what I need to be doing with my child. You don't have the capacity to love a child the way I love my child. So you can't tell me nothing. And that's just based off of the fact that we live in a system of racism. So we know how y'all are more inclined to not give a fuck about people that's not white. So we know you don't really care about my child like that. So don't act like you do. So yeah, there's a side of that with this to me. But essentially, I feel like Tyrese is still an asshole. Tyrese is entitled. Tyrese is annoying. He probably needs to be talking to somebody often and needs to be on some type of medication. Is he going to do it? Probably not. Because with like a lot of artists, the craziness also kind of, pushes the career and whatever else he has going on positively, whatever his manic shit is, whatever his, I need to go to a doctor for it shit, it probably helps him be an actor. It probably helps him be, an artist in whatever way he is an artist right now, because I haven't seen Tyrese do anything lately besides be on social media aggravating everybody. Okay. But outside of that, his child support got lowered to $10,000 because his BM was asking for $20,000. So go ahead and move on. Let's move on to Stacey Dash, looking very white. Girl, don't play music. So apparently Stacey Dash just figured out that DMX passed.
Okay, I'm ashamed. I didn't know.
Okay, we're gonna cut that off because I don't know what that music is giving. Y'all know how YouTube be acting. Actually, they've already flagged this, y'all. It'll be in its entirety on my website, BondyBlueShow.com. Go under shows, exclusive content. You'll find it there. But I am also going to take it down, cut it up, and put it back up. So don't worry. It'll probably all be up tomorrow, if not tonight. So, because they've already flagged me. But yes, I don't even want to hear what she got to say. Yeah, it's music. I can't play it. I don't want to play it because it's music, y'all. But essentially, Stacey Dash is crying because she just realized that DMX has passed away. And I'm just trying to understand why her face looks so white. It's obviously that filter that makes you look whiter. It's a filter. Because why does her forehead not look as light? And then her hands look light, but only when she puts it up to her. You see, like that? No, she's been bleaching. She's been bleaching. I'm not surprised that she doesn't know that Earl passed away a year ago. Like, no, I'm not surprised. Y'all, they flagged me automatically. I get flagged. I've been getting flagged automatically at this point. I don't think it's anything I do. I don't think it's anything I'm doing on YouTube. It's just the way YouTube is. YouTube flags everybody. I have videos that have been up now for 7 days now. It's only supposed to take them 7 days, but they've been reviewing like 2 Love and Hip Hop Ratchet realities ago. I put one out on the 25th. It still hasn't been monetized. It's still under review. That's why we've all just been taking our stuff down and putting it back up. But either way, Stacey Dash, girl, we know you don't want to be black. So I'm not surprised that you didn't know about what happened to Earl, girl. I'm not surprised at all. Outside of that, yeah, she absolutely gives. I might be back on drugs. I might be drinking. I'm definitely bleaching. It just all looks weird. It all looks weird and upsetting that she's like this now. Because, I know a lot of us grew up loving Stacey Dash for being such a beautiful brown-skinned girl. And literally the thing that we loved about her, she has erased from herself. And y'all saw how she was on the little College Hill show. Like, girl, just a hot-ass mess. She should be ashamed of herself. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's go ahead and move on to King. So, y'all, King got arrested. It's a very peculiar young man. Not the mugshot, child.
It was like, goddamn. I got one for not wearing a seatbelt. And then that one. Right. And then you got 4. I got, it was like, goddamn. I got one for not wearing a seatbelt. And then that one. Right. And then you got 4. I got, it was like,
yeah, so he got arrested. Not Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, y'all right. Nigga got too much money. This how niggas supposed to be every day. But shit, I'm sorry that a motherfucker caught me while I was, you know what I'm saying, on my way to vacation. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing what a young nigga was supposed to do. I ain't want to be in there. Yeah.
All right.
Everybody that say a nigga trying to be gangster. Nigga, yeah, y'all right. Nigga got too much money. This how I asked for the police to pull me over, y'all bitch ass niggas. Stop this shit. Y'all stop this shit. All this shit. Hey, it's a part of life. Gangster or not.
The music. I came with the music, y'all. I hope it doesn't get clocked. But anyway. I posted this video that Yanni did a while back about him when he first got into that whole situation at the Waffle House. And I feel like this is like the conversation When having a father in a household does absolutely nothing for you because that father has not poured into you in the way that he should. And what I mean is that Charlemagne the God posted something yesterday basically saying that it's their generation's fault for why all the young rappers these days and all the young black men think it's cool to be out here, you know, getting arrested and doing all of this illegal shit, and they end up messing their lives up. And the reason why is because the rappers were lying back in the day. The rappers would get on songs and lie about shit that they did. And it made everybody feel like they were actually doing it. And that's what you had to do. You had to be a kingpin in order to be a successful rapper. You had to be the biggest gangster in order to be a successful artist. Like, that's what it taught them. And so now you have all of these kids, including T.I.'s son, that is basically living out his life in that exact way. You don't have to be out here getting into it and doing all of this extra shit. But you weren't taught how to control yourself. You were taught to be entitled. You're a brat. You're an asshole. And your father got online the last time you got in trouble and scolded the public because we weren't talking about the gangster pose he strikes when he went and, you know, the pose he strike, y'all know, when he graduated from high school, as if graduating from high school is some huge accomplishment. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, it's not. It's very easy, especially if your people got money, or especially if you go to a public school. The public schools in New Orleans that I knew, Charlie, it wasn't hard for you to graduate from high school. Yeah, we glad you did it and shit, but try harder next time, my nigga. That ain't that deep. But he was getting into it with the man at the Waffle House, and T.I. gets online and talks about how he shouldn't have been ordering with a short order cook. And it shows that you're not teaching your son to have respect for adults. You're not teaching your son to have respect for himself or the people around him. He can just go around being entitled, being an asshole, threatening and fighting people because he's T.I.'s son, and you're going to do whatever you're going to do to protect him from consequences to his actions, because that's what y'all have taught him, that there are no real consequences to his actions. So now he's going to continue to act out. He's going to continue to basically this self-fulfilling prophecy in some respect of being the gangster nigga that he needs to project himself as in order to have y'all respect, especially because he's light complected and then he comes from two rich parents. So he got a whole bunch of shit against him that mean he ain't hoard. So because he wants to be hoard, and the rest of the sons ain't trying to do all of that from what we know of. But to me, I feel like King probably had the most personality in the front row seat to his mom and dad's dysfunction. Not to say that the other ones didn't, but again, the other ones have different mothers. Okay, that's another thing. So it's, you know, it's a different situation. But ultimately, I feel like we all knew that this was, and he's petite. We all knew this was going to happen. He has to prove a point to somebody. Why does he have a Playboy bunny tattooed on his neck? That's so weird. That's so weird. T.I., I don't know what T.I. was doing over there with King, but it damn sure wasn't teaching him to be disciplined. It wasn't teaching him to not be an asshole. It wasn't teaching him to do the right thing. It wasn't teaching him to handle himself appropriately so he don't get in trouble. It wasn't teaching him how to course correct. No, it was teaching him to be an entitled asshole. And that's exactly what he is. And the funny part about it is, T.I., people aggravated with your ass. So if your little son out here acting like an asshole and they know your little ass is an asshole, do you really think it's not going to be somebody out here that ain't going to in Atlanta or anywhere else? That's why you shouldn't teach your children that everybody got to respect who they paw is because you a rapper. Because there's always somebody out here that don't give a fuck about none of that. And it might be the nigga down to the Waffle House. Thank you, Gabby, with an eye. Just an ill-mannered giraffe. A baby giraffe at that. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, y'all, this is just sad. You know what I'm saying? It's just really, really sad that the kids are turning out this way. But it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise at all. hanging with Boosie. Well, okay. There it is. What else is going on? Let me see. Oh, here it is. Trey Songz. Okay, 50 Cent posted this yesterday, I think. Last tycoon, he crashed a Wraith. This tycoon, he was acting crazy, wanting to fight and shit over the girls. He broke some shit up in his room. And the ladies' man, nah, tell Trey Songz he can't come. Shaking my head. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but it seems to me that Trey Songz and got himself into something that has more people pushing away from him. And it's just funny to me, y'all. I just remember seeing a post where Trey Songz was about to do a show with Genuine. And I posted it on my stories. I was like, oh, be accused of assault, get on a tour. And it's just really annoying to me that there are so many people in the industry that know that these dudes are assaulting women, being violent, being just trash ass individuals, all in all. And y'all allow them to get away with it. And then you still try to hire them for shows. And the girls still throw their panties on the stage. It's just very weird. You know why he fell off? Because you can't stay focused on the music industry and your music when all you trying to do is dominate and assault women. And you can't keep fighting all of these court cases. You can't keep fighting all these court cases. And all this nigga do is fight court cases and settle out of court. He probably ain't got no money like that. That's why he got to keep doing all of these shows. It's only a matter of time before this shit starts to stress anybody out. Dudes be out here pretending like having all of these court cases, all these girls saying shit about you and all of these problems and having to go back and forth to court. They want to act like that shit not problematic, but it is. It absolutely is. Okay. Anyways, 50, welcome. We've all known for a minute. Welcome. Okay. Y'all.
Why does this child look like this? I'm so fucking over her.
Lyric did it.
Why do you have a bra on?
Cause she gave it to me.
But for what? What do you got going on?
This? The face?
The lips?
Oh yeah, Lyric did it. She did my makeup. Funny.
Why does this child look like this? I'm so fucking over her.
Okay, y'all. So this was posted on social media and everybody lost their shit. Okay. So somebody said, my mom used to speak to me like this. Now I don't speak to her. Sounds like you need therapy. I don't know why the person commented and said, sounds like you need therapy. Probably, you know, some people, when they go to therapy, what they find out is that their parents don't need to be a part of their life. Okay. Some of y'all need to be, you know, moved out. Okay. Y'all, some of y'all don't need to be talked to once we grown. Okay. And then somebody said, killing her vibe and confidence for real. Please leave this little girl alone. She's cute. Now, I'm going to say this. I do feel like there's nothing wrong with the mama being like, girl, what the hell? Like, that is not how I dropped you off. But I also feel like she's not too young for that. It's not real makeup, y'all. Like, this is what I mean. I feel like people get so upset when little girls like play dress up, and I don't understand why. It's not real makeup, y'all. It's not real makeup. To me, it looked age appropriate. Like she looked like the bra is questionable.
Lyric did it.
But I also feel like it's like she still looked like a little girl. She still looked like a little girl, and it don't even look like a real bride. It looked like just like a little something under her shirt, maybe. The little nails look like press on. It's a little glitter eyeshadow, and it's a little lip gloss. Are y'all really gonna act like the little girl is out here with a full face of makeup on? Do I need to show y'all what full faces of makeup look like on children? Because that's not it. She looks like a little girl that was having fun and playing dress up like little girls are supposed to do. What the be wrong with y'all? Like, with y'all? Little girl energy. I love it. I think it's hilarious. She was like this, all of this. And I don't think the mom meant for the video to seem like she was over her little girl or something like that. I think that it was just like, oh God, here she come. Like, who did all this to you? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was that deep. But I also feel like if people don't want motherfuckers judging their parenting, they should really stop posting all of their interactions with their children on social media. Because y'all weird as fuck for that. Y'all weird. Y'all post interactions between y'all and y'all children on social media because y'all don't know how y'all look sometimes. Okay? And this is me right here. Hold up, Dominic, this is me right here. The kids on Tyler's and tiaras have layers of makeup on. Let it go. This is literally a little lip gloss and a little shiny around the eyes, okay? Like, it ain't like she look like they trying to make her look like no grown woman. She's just a little girl having fun. And I really want people to stop making little girls feel like, don't be trying to be grown and don't be trying to do it. Why? Why not? What's wrong with it? What's wrong? She gonna go home. She gonna feel like she look pretty. She gonna go home and she gonna wipe it off and take a bath. And then she gonna be back in her little pajama like she look like a little girl. She look like a little girl that had fun playing in a little makeup. Stop it. Y'all like to make children feel like something is wrong when they want to do these things because of the way grown-ass men sexualize children. Keep it a buck. That's why y'all make little girls feel bad about stuff like this. Because you want them to be like, you want them to understand that grown-ass men are going to be trying to get with them. So they don't need to put on any makeup or anything on their faces because that's going to make the men want you more. Even though you need to understand, if any man wants a little girl with glitter eyeshadow and lip gloss on, something wrong with the nigga. It don't matter what she got on. It don't matter what she looked like. And that's why I get aggravated, because I feel like that's where it's coming from. That's where it's coming from. Y'all always wanting little girls not to be little girls out of fear that these niggas is going to be predators. They're already predators. Watch your kids. Right. People are already gonna be predators to your kids. Let them have their innocent fun. Child, that little glitter. She going to be wearing a bra one day. The hell? Gabby with the eye, thank you for the super chat. Little boys can play with toy guns, and I hear crickets. Child, you know they tell them not to play with them no more because you'll fuck around and get shot and killed. They don't even sell them little guns no more, the little cap guns how we used to have when we was growing up. Listen, that's the main problem. But it doesn't benefit the adults from calling out. Exactly. So you rather make these little girls feel bad for wanting to be little girls, right? Trying to get a viral moment and failing. Yes. She's mimicking her mom. That's what little girls do. Hello. When I wanted to put on makeup and all of that type of shit, it's because I want to look like my mom. I want to look like my sister. I want to look like my cousins. That's how I was supposed to be. You're supposed to be looking at the older versions of the women around you and aspiring to be like them. That's literally how this shit is supposed to go. I'm not saying you should be out here letting your child have a beat face, but that's not what we looking at. Ain't nothing wrong with her playing in her little glitter makeup. That's what kids do, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with everybody. I don't know why kids can't play dress up without everybody acting like they trying to be too grown. They not trying to be grown. You making what they doing grown. You make what they do sexualized. Them children don't have no idea how their parents be thinking about the shit. They just want to have fun. They just want to look pretty like mommy or like the girl on the magazine or whatever the fuck. You better talk to your children, but do not shame them. Do not make them feel bad for this type of shit, because I feel like that's what the energy was, to be like, what you think, you look cute? Like, you know, that's kind of what the mama energy was like. Like, what you doing all that for? Like, if your little girl want to be extra, let your little girl be extra. You could be basic, mama. If you want to be basic, you can be basic. But if your little girl wanted to, put a little glitter and be a little glitter and be a little extra, let her be extra. Do not diminish her because you don't like it, okay? I know the tap on the window had me rolling too. She was like, love it. She love it. I'd have been like, all right, boo, where you was? What you was doing? Who did that? All right, girl, you look cute. I ain't about to make my little girl feel bad. She's supposed to feel good about herself. Come on. And then when you do things like that, when you make them feel bad, you know, about little bitty things like that, I do feel like you kind of make them feel like they shouldn't be trying to be girly. It's so weird how parents and other adults sexualize children for being children. Yes, like this is a child thing, y'all. It's a child thing. My mom was a tomboy. I was a girly girl. She still let me be myself. And I love to hear it. Okay. I love to hear it. I let my girls do the drugstore makeup and dresses and kitten Barbie heels. Let them be them. Ray Bay, my mama did too. I had the little Barbie. Y'all remember when we was young, the little Barbie heels and shit? I had all that. Like, my mama was a hairdresser. So I was constantly around women being groomed and women looking pretty and getting their hair done. That was a part of my life growing up. You know what you need to do? Make sure you watch who your children go around. You need to make sure that you're talking to them, that they're not being mind fucked by dumbass little boys or old ass niggas. Because those are the moments where, like, that shit, protecting them, watching who they go by, watching who they spend the night by, not them putting on little glitter lip gloss and shit. That's not what's going to harm the children, okay? This is not going to harm the children. Not watching your children, not paying attention to who they're around, not paying attention to their mood swings, and when they're not feeling is good or they seem like their spirits may be low. Those are the times when y'all need to be paying attention to y'all kids and glued the fuck in, because that's when stuff be going on. Not times like this when they just being a little girl, blissfully unaware of whatever's going through your mind right now, you know? And I'm just saying that because based off comments and the things that people say and how I know people will quick to run, oh, she a fast, you know, oh, trying to be a little fast tail girl. I can't stand when y'all do that shit. I can't grow up no faster than I'm growing up unless an adult makes me grow up faster, okay? That's the thing that killed me. Adults make children grow up faster. If children are not in situations where they're made to grow up faster, they don't. They stay children. It's them being put in situations and having certain stressors in their lives, certain traumatizing events that will make them grow up fast. So that's what you need to be paying attention to. And let them be fucking kids when they want to play and makeup and play with dolls and play make-believe and all of this shit. Let them have an imagination. Let them see themselves as the glittery fucking sparkling princess doll that they want to be for the day. Because by the time they get older, all they childlike wonder gonna be damn near beat out of them. So let them have it while they can have it. Jesus. Lord, y'all be trying to stump these little children's, little spirits out. Over sexualizing every little thing they do because these niggas out here is nasty. But I'm gonna just say, I'm not, from what the mama said, I'm not putting that all on the mama, but this conversation prompted that. But I'm just saying, I don't think the mom was necessarily saying all of that with what she said. It was just aggravation of, here she come looking extra. Who did all this? But I also feel like it was all like, I don't like it. Don't do that. Don't make her feel bad about it, That'll definitely damage a child's confidence. I'm living it, but I've already been on my journey of finding and loving me. Child, we all trying to get there, girl. We all trying to get there. But with that being said, I think that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. You are an adult longer than you're a child. Ain't that the truth? But see, people just got to understand that sometimes children are being children. And y'all be really out here mad at them for it. Like, let them be kids sometimes. Like, and being a kid is wanting to be like the adult you see around you and all of that stuff, No, I haven't talked about Chris and Gabby because I haven't seen it. So I don't know what I'm talking about because ain't nobody told me nothing. Or mom can just put the camera down. Everything isn't for public consumption. And I'm with you on that. That's what I said at the very beginning of my commentary, which is why the fuck are y'all recording y'all children all the damn time? And then when people, comment on your parenting, you want to get upset. Stop putting every fucking thing on social media with your weird ass. These are Firmoo. There's a link down below. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Catch the playback on my web flag video, so I'm probably going to take it down to put it back up along with the Love and Hip Hop from yesterday. I did a Love and Hip Hop last night, Rash of Reality, and I'm going to put all of that back up for y'all. So just be on the lookout. All right, make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications and make sure you are a member of BondyBlueShow.com. All right, y'all, peace out.